Hello, everyone. We are Elena Giglia.
And Valentina Pasquale.
And in preparation of the Lawrence workshop in Leiden in January 2024, we would like to share with you some challenges on the road to FAIR. Basically, some issues we face working on FAIR with researchers in their daily workflow. And we would like to compare experiences and to see if together we can find possible way ahead. So the first issue, I think we can all agree that the road to FAIR is still not an easy one, mainly for two reasons. It's time consuming and it's also resource intensive, both on the human side and on the funding side. And many researchers feel that it's such a huge effort that it's not feasible. The first part of this issue is about tools. Not only we have so many different tools, but they are also scattered, like Fair Sharing, Fair Cookbook, the FIP Wizard, the Fair Data Collective, and they are on project websites. They are on Open Science Framework, on GitHub, on Zenodo. And this is not an issue only for the final users. It's an issue, if you think of it, also for training and to get skilled. So, Houston, we have a problem. There is also a scarce uptake of existing tools. So, even when the tools are there, maybe the community is not using them. Is it because they don't know where to find the stuff? Is it because there is no sufficient support? We don't know. And we would like to discuss with you how to create a common starting point with concrete solutions, like, for instance, grouping fair implementation profiles, registries, recipes. And is Fair Connect the right solution? Because we don't see the right uptake of this tool in the community yet. The second part of the first issue is that it's resource intensive. So verification needs investments and needs also skilled data stewards. And unfortunately, it's still not a priority for many funders, but researchers see it as one of the barriers, if not the main barrier. So again, what we would like to discuss with you is how to make this pledge of investing the 5% of research fund in ensuring that data are reusable a reality. The second issue is about researchers being a bit lazy on convergence or even skeptical on a large scale adoption of standards. But here we have a problem again, Houston, because on one end they are skeptical, but on the other end the need is there. If you read this editorial published in Nature in mid-December 2023, why mega brain projects teams need to be talking to each other, because basically they use the same methodology, they use the same tools, they produce a huge size volume of data, but they don't talk to each other. So the risk is to reinvent the wheel and not to reuse the data of other projects. So the need is there, the solutions are not there. Again, could it be because there is scarce awareness in the community? And by the way, there is no mention at all of FAIR principles in this article. So what we would like to discuss with you is how to foster this convergence and what are the obstacles to an easy and quick adoption of standards like it happened with the internet and the web.
The third issue that we identified is related to the lack of understanding of the potential of FAIR. At least in some domains where data sharing is still a chimera, researchers do not see the point. They do not believe their data could be reused by others because they would not easily reuse the data of others. They still cannot see what they could do with all this data, and this is a strong barrier to FAIR uptake because this is a lack of drive to win their inertia. What we would like to discuss with you is how to showcase more effectively the benefits of data reuse, how to streamline data reuse, and how to reward it. For instance, could funders boost data reuse by rewarding it in grant evaluations? The fourth and final issue is related to the perception of data quality. Researchers often have concerns about the quality of the shared datasets, and this is one of the reasons why they do not reuse data of others. We believe this is partly due to the fact that FAIR does not contain any evident link to the concept of quality. While we understand this from a theoretical and also technical point of view, we think that fair uptake would benefit from a clearer definition of data quality to build trust in data reuse. How can we stress that following the FAIR principles, especially the R, providing all the contextual and provenance information, is already a guarantee of higher data quality? Can this be expressed more explicitly? All these issues are best addressed in communities. Communities are places not only to share knowledge and find peer support, but also to engage, co-create, disseminate resources, train. They are also virtual places where different professional profiles may listen to each other, and end user needs can be collected to provide more relevant solutions. At the core of communities, we find trust and goal sharing. And of course, the data stewards can play an important role in animating and driving the communities, but this is not their only task. We would like to share and to stress the community management is a discipline in its own right, and we will need also trained community managers as well as data stewards to foster convergence in fair uptake. So to summarize, to make FAIR too easy not to do, we need findable and easy to use tools and resources, incentives for the reuse of existing data, more trust in FAIR data by highlighting the link with data quality, and finally investments in communities as game changers for FAIR uptake. Thank you for your attention.